Hello and welcome back, my legal enthusiasts, to another episode of Legal Insights Unwrapped. Okay, guys, I want you to buckle up for the legal roller coaster today. Again, this is another day of twists, turns, and a couple of somersaults. You name it, it's happened. I want you to stick around so we can discuss. Now, before we get started, I do want you guys to ignite that legal dilemma meter. You know what it is. I want you to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you're ready to ignite the legal heat. And we need that legal dilemma meter to ring up. Let's get into this, guys. We have a lot to talk about here. So it does look like there are big changes underway in Georgia, as Governor Brian Kemp has signed a new law granting unprecedented authority to a state commission tasked with overseeing prosecutors. Now, this move could potentially shake up the legal landscape, particularly concerning the prosecution of former Donald J. Trump by the Fulton County DA, Fani Willis. You guys heard that. All right. So Governor Kemp has emphasized that this legislation does aim to hold prosecutors, such as Fani Willis, accountable for upholding the law, but also combating the rising crime rates. Now, the law grants the prosecuting attorneys qualification commission. This is the committee. It grants them the power to discipline and to remove prosecutors that are deemed incompetent or rogue. So the legislation, according to Governor Kemp, this legislation will help, as he stated, it will help to ensure rogue and incompetent prosecutors are held accountable if they refuse to uphold the law. Now, this move hasn't been without challenges. Last year, the state Supreme Court did express concerns about the commission's authority, leading to a delay in its implementation. So it took quite some time before this law was actually able to be cleared, but looks like the new law has been cleared and that hurdle has been lifted. Meanwhile, the legal battle surrounding the prosecution of Donald Trump, it does continue. Now, DA District Attorney Fani Willis, she does face scrutiny over the handling of the case. We all know that, including the allegations of a romantic relationship with the special prosecutor. We do have Republican House Speaker John Burns. He stated that the focus is not the focus of this new law is not on any one person or situation. It's really about ensuring that elected officials fulfill their duties to protect the citizens of the state of Georgia. Now, Democrats have, however, they have argued that Republicans are attempting to override the will of the voters by creating this commission without adequate oversight. Now, despite this ongoing legal drama, the case against Donald Trump does move forward. While yesterday we saw that Judge Scott McAfee, he did dismiss 6 of the charges against Donald Trump and the co-defendants, but others do remain, which signals that there is a continued legal battle ahead for Donald Trump and the co-defendants. But again, guys, there may be a continued battle with the co-defendants, but I will say that this new commission that Governor Kemp has just recently signed into law as of yesterday, I will say that this really sort of indicates an ending to Fani Willis being able to hold her position over or hold her seat as the DA district attorney over the Donald Trump RICO case. Even if Scott McAfee, even if the judge decides that Fani could stay on and that there was no actual conflict of interest or no appearance of a conflict of interest, it does look like this commission could come behind the judge and decide that the DA, Fani Willis, was incompetent, or that she has gone rogue, or there's some issue that meets their criteria for dismissal. So I do think that this is a signal to Fani, as well as that rest of the rest of the state's team, that likely is what I would assume, likely that Fani Willis will be removed from this case one way or the other, whether that be by Judge Scott McAfee disqualifying her. We're still waiting on his decision. That has not come through yet, and it is Thursday, so he only has one more day unless he does it later on this afternoon. But again, whether or not it's by the judge or whether or not this committee, this newly formed committee, will take lead in disqualifying her and actually removing her from as a DA. So Again, guys, with this Georgia's new law and the ongoing legal proceedings, this landscape of prosecution in the state is evolving rapidly. So I want you to stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. And again, guys, stay legal, stay insightful, and we will see you next time.